We are live, everybody. Welcome into TV Sports 27, and it is time for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers first playoff appearance for head coach Jake Delhomme in our third NFL season, first with the Bucs. So if you guys watched our last stream with the Cleveland Browns, we had a bit of a rage quit, rage bait moment. We got really mad at the game. So I've had a hard time with defense in this game, and I don't know, I know it's an older Madden. This is planning to maybe be the final episode unless we win of Madden 25 for franchise mode. I want to eventually get over to Madden 26 because I heard it kind of plays more like the college football games. But I'm waiting for that Black Friday sale, Christmas sale coming up. Or, of course, you guys, TV Sports on Patreon can help out. We can get the game a little sooner. I rage quit against the Browns because we were playing a rookie quarterback, Texas A&M, a guy that was on his third start, had less than 50% completion percentage, 3 interceptions to 1 touchdown, a 2-win Brown team playing a 10-win playoff-bound Buccaneers team. And the guy was like 35 of 38, 400 yards, couldn't be stopped, nothing I could do. And I got frustrated and just quit the game because it seemed like nothing I could do. And I get that. You're playing a Brady, you're playing a Josh Allen. Sure, you're gonna have games like that. A quarterback, a rookie making his third or fourth start that is not a Cam Newton going against the Cardinals week 1. It's a quarterback that struggled in 3 games with a 2-win Brown team, is not coming out with 95% completion percentage. So I got frustrated because passing in general in this game is just very difficult to defend. I don't know why. We had games early on where we were shutting teams out, and then it seemed like when we got into the second half of the season, everything went right back to how it was when I was having trouble with the Panthers. So I got mad. I rage quit, something I don't feel like I've ever done with Madden. Simmed the game, ended up losing anyway. We had a bunch of injured players, so we'll say it was because of injury. Then I simmed the final game against the Panthers because I was so mad, and we ended up losing that game too. So we've lost both games to Jake Delhomme's old team, the Panthers. No good. And we got into the playoffs as a 7 seed. I'll show you the playoff tree in a moment. But we're going to say that Jake Delhomme got suspended for the game against the Panthers because he made some comments about the referees or something. So that'll play into why we didn't play the final game. But definitely I've settled down, but coming in very frustrated. And that's why I want to move to Madden 26, which will be the first time ever buying a game back-to-back of the Madden series. But the defense in this game is just very, very difficult. At least defending the pass, it seems like it's very difficult. So I made some adjustments to the sliders. You guys know I try to keep it even across the board. So if I do a change to the computer, I do it to myself as well to make it equal. So I bumped quarterback accuracy down just to a little bit. I had the player skill at 40. Parker, what's going on, Parker? We're getting ready to jump into the game in just a moment here. And you saw Baker was overthrowing passes like crazy, and he's an MVP type caliber quarterback. So I bumped that up to 45. That's where I have for the computer. Pass blocking, I don't remember. I think I adjusted that a little bit. Wide receiver catching, I bumped up a little bit because I felt like we were getting a bunch of drops, especially from guys like Mike Evans. Again, these are all pro wide receivers that were dropping passes out there. So I bumped that up. Ball security, I moved down because I didn't feel like we were having like any fumbles at all. And the big ones that I adjusted are the 3 coming up here. I bumped interceptions up because we were having a lot of games where passes were clearly hitting defenders in the hands and they were not intercepting the ball at all. So I bumped that up to 25. We'll see what that does. I upped pass defense reaction time and pass coverage. I debated. I originally had them both at 85. I dropped them down to 70. I think they were in 55, 60 range maybe before. And we were just getting completely torn up. So I bumped those up just to see if that's going to make any bit of a difference at all. The only difference I did is pass blocking. I put 65 for player because we do get a lot of sacks, and a quarterback like Baker Mayfield, it's impossible to roll out of the pocket. And for a computer skill, I put that at 50 because I feel like we don't get sacks very often. Again, early on in the season, we were getting a bunch of sacks, and then the second half of the year, we're not breaking through at all. So I left that at 50, but I bumped ours up to try to see if we can just get out of the pocket at all. That's the only real adjustments that I made. I can show you the sliders here. Injuries at 20, still getting a bunch of injuries. I upped the offsides because when you try to do the hut, get the guy to jump off sides. It feels like false start happens all the time, and it's almost never an offsides. We'll see if that's too much at all in this playoff game or not, but we'll see what happens. And offense, you never get to see these called. So we're going to jump into, let me tell my guy, SK Money, that we are live. Tell him so he can jump in. Live. We are live on Twitch. Bucks playoff game. See if we get WX Man as well to jump in. But so anyway, that's where we were. We simmed to the end of the season. I'll show you the playoff bracket. We were fighting for that 5 seed with the Cowboys. The Cowboys ended up dropping down to 5. We got in just barely at 7. And it just so happens we're matching up with the Carolina Panthers, the number 1 seed, who we traded Bryce Young to. The number 2 seed is the team we were coaching before. So both of those trades ended up working for Seattle and Carolina in the coaching tree. And we have a chance for a Super Bowl rematch between the Dolphins and the Packers as well. The reason I want this to be the last game as well is because I don't want to get too deep into making a bunch of trades and moves, because I still want to coach the Bucks as I move on to Madden 26. I feel like they're a really fun team, and I still want to try to maybe put Bryce Young on the Seahawks and put different players, like some of the trades I made, like Jackson Smith and Jigba, on the Panthers. That's how you can see, again, passing yards, we're stuck at 20th, but we're dominating everything else with the Bucks. Yes, SK Money is here. We had Parker in the chat earlier. Getting ready. I was just showing you the playoff bracket. I'll show SK Money because he's here. I'm on the TV. Yes, I'm on the 85-inch screen of SK Money. Yes, Rays season tickets. Get your Rays season tickets like SK Money. Parker's here. SK Money is here. Maybe we got WX Man joining later. We had Spencer in the chat before. But 7 seed Bucks getting ready to take on the 2 seed Carolina Panthers, the former team that Jake Delhomme was coaching. Parker running errands, but he's got us on the stream. That's all right. And there you can see where we finished at 10-7, which is the lowest of all the teams. Everyone that finished with double-digit wins got into the playoffs. We are at 10-7, and we had those 2 losses to the Browns at the end of the year and to the Panthers. So we didn't end up getting the division title, but we are going to play this game. I think where's the play all button? Advance? No? Oh, play right here. I'm like, where's the play? Why do they put the play button at the bottom of the screen? I'm sitting here going crazy. Okay, so Bucks will wear our normal, the pewter pants. What about the Panthers? They're going to do something crazy. They've been doing a lot of different colors and variations for the seasons lately. We got 4 people jumping in the chat. Big time here. What uniform should we go with? Could we go with the blackout? Should we go with blue? Should we do an all blue look at home? What do you guys think in the chat? I'm leaning towards, they did all blue at home this week in real life. So maybe we do that as well. I like with the Panther on the side. They kind of got rid of that. Parker's saying all blue, so we're going to go with the all blue, even though that doesn't really match. So maybe we got to do without the Panther on the side. The other ones, you can kind of fake it a little bit. And, of course, we got to go. I hate the teams that wear the same color socks. You got to go with different color socks. And we'll go with the silver helmet. So silver, all blue. The Bucks, we're going to wear the pewter and white on the road. And here we go. Playoff time for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And potentially the final game. So the plan's going to be, we'll continue playing this game because I still have the RXFL, which is our Legends League. And we have probably, I think, like 10 regular season games left on that, and then we would go into the playoffs, and I believe it's, how many playoff games is it, 11, 12 playoff games? So there'll still be Madden 25 coverage, but if we lose this one, this will be our final Madden 25, because I'm assuming, and keeping the fingers crossed, that Madden 26 is supposed to, everything I'm hearing, it's supposed to go on sale quite a bit for Black Friday. I think right now it's down to like $40, but that's still a little too rich for my blood when I just bought this game. I'm going to look right now on the PlayStation Store. Madden, actually no, Madden is back up to full price. It's $70, so that is not going to happen. But if they drop it down to a good price for Black Friday or Christmas, I'll get it. Now, if it doesn't seem like they're ever going to drop it, then I'll go back. The other reason, too, is the logo that's still broken on the bottom of the screen that's been broken that they're never going to patch and fix. It's kind of a shame. It is making me want to upgrade to Madden 26. So, again, rewarding bad behavior. 87 Burks returning. That's who Spencer Kaplan wanted us to cut because he had some bad blocks. Decent return, and here comes Baker Mayfield coming out of a 2-game losing streak. A rough performance off of the Cleveland Browns, finishing just under 4,000 yards passing. 24 touchdown passes on the year, but a rough game against the Browns where Jake Delhomme rage quit. He got suspended for the final game of the season against the Panthers, had to go with an interim coach, lost 2 games in a row, and seeing if we can salvage the season. A lot of injuries. Look at Rachaad White, my goodness, he barely got through there. A lot of injuries in the Browns game as well. Pretty much everyone was hurt. All the wide receivers are down. Mike Evans was down. And Rachaad White got re-injured in that game. So we had a lot of backups. But coming into this game, everyone is healthy. I think we have like 1 offensive lineman down. But everyone is coming into this game pretty healthy. Baker is going to get that one to Mike Evans. And good first down as Evans was open.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And we're going to see. We have been swept in the season series here by the Panthers. We coached the Carolina Panthers the first 2 years. Had a hot start to season 1. Ended up losing a bunch of games at the end of the season. SK Money says we want chat on the screen. I'll have to figure that out. I'm going to have to figure that out, SK. I got to figure out why my Streamlabs isn't working. You guys want to see chat on the screen? What's the vote on that? If people want to see it, I'll try to go in the settings. Someone just remind me to go into the settings. Yes, Emeka Ibuka, he's out there, number 2. You see him? We got the screen out to White. Gives me a good block up field. And the Buccaneers, good opening drive. This is the first ever Panthers-Bucks playoff game, right? Somebody go through my Bucks history. I don't think the Bucks and the Panthers ever played a playoff game. But everyone coming to this game hopefully healthy. Hopefully Rachaad White. We're going to try to not overload the man where he gets injured again. We didn't get any yards out of that? That looked like at least he got 2 or 3. There you see Coach Jake Delhomme. We were talking about coach of the Panthers. A hot start to season 1. Lost a bunch of games at the end. Season 2, we only won like 2 or 3 games, I think it was. Got fired. Made a lot of trades. Made some moves, but Baker dumps it off to Palmer, who is our rookie wide receiver out of Vanderbilt. No, Coach Jake Delhomme. Coach Jake Delhomme, SK Money. He was a Panthers legend and got let go, got fired. After the second year, we went out and we drafted Quinn Ewers, sent Bryce Young to the Seahawks. He nearly had an undefeated season, did Bryce Young with the Seattle Seahawks. And we got third down. Look at this open Mike Evans. So 2 big plays for Mike Evans. So we traded Bryce Young to the Seahawks. Seahawks have had one of their best years since Russell Wilson. Quinn Ewers had a rough rookie year. Not terrible, but threw a lot of picks. And then with their new coach, who I don't even know who the heck it is. I think I can look it up. I guess we're in the game right now, so it's kind of late. Baker just barely gets rid of it. But he's had a great year, this second year of his NFL career. So maybe it was in the Bucks hired Jake Delhomme, and here we are, swept by the Panthers both games. But coming in, game 3, hoping it won't be a Titans-Jaguars situation from 2001. You guys know that history. There's Emeka Ibuka. And that was SK Money's specialty. Threaded the needle. That was triple coverage, and he got it to Ibuka for the touchdown. Look at that. 3 defenders. And that is one heck of an opening drive for Baker and the Bucks. Did you guys see SK Money? Did you guys see the Tez Johnson? They thought they were chanting MVP for him, and it was actually for Baker. It's a good clip going out there online. And I had to be reminded, Tez Johnson, he was adopted. He's the adopted son of Bo Nix. Bo Nix's family, not Bo Nix himself, but adopted brother, I guess. But he is adopted by Bo Nix, and a lot of Broncos people wanted Tez Johnson get drafted to the Broncos, but they didn't draft him, and now he's doing good things with the Bucs. There is Quinn Ewers. I mean, it was Bo Nix. He's literally Bo Nix's adopted brother. He should have been a Bronco. But Quinn Ewers, right now, he's sitting on the bench in Miami. Maybe he needs to start with how bad the Dolphins have been doing. Well, there's already a hot start for our Bucs defense compared to what we did against the Browns, where I had to rage quit, knocking that ball down. But yeah, adopted brother of Bo Nix, should have been a Bronco, but
that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Quinn Ewers, we were saying, sitting on the bench in real life in Miami. We drafted him to replace Bryce Young. Oh, and Ewers. And there is Alec Pierce. That was another trade we made when we were the head coach of the Carolina Panthers. We made the trade for Alec Pierce. We made the trade for Jackson Smith-Njigba. And we traded number 18 right there, the tight end. I'm blanking on the name right now. When he makes a catch, I'll remember. Well, there he goes, right on cue. It was like, what was his name? I can't remember now. He's a hot top prospect coming up in the draft. Or he's already in the draft or something. But that was another one that we did. Can't remember his name, but 18 when he comes up again. That was one of our draft picks. That one looked like it just hit the back of a offensive lineman's head and fell incomplete. So we'll see. And that's one of the changes I want to make when we go into Madden 26. Still be coaching the Bucs. And I want to put Quinn Ewers. I might boost his stats. I'll see where he is in this game, stat-wise. But I might boost his stats because I think in 26 he's probably rated as low as he was drafted. But we drafted him first round, I think top 5 pick. In real life, he went in the 7th, 6th round, something really low. The pressure getting a little better. I haven't made any adjustments to the pressure. All I did was boost our pass blocking up to the 60s, which, as you saw, Baker still got hit a couple times. So we got some scores at the bottom. Looks like the Chiefs are going on. There's Jackson Smith-Njigba. That's who we traded Bryce Young for to the Seahawks. Do you think the Seahawks would make that trade in real life? Of course, they got Sam Darnold now. But do you think that is a trade? Did they fix the... Someone let me know. If you have Madden 26, the ticker at the bottom of the screen that only shows one score over and over and over. Did they fix that in Madden 26? Plenty of good protection. First down for the Carolina Panthers. Sanders, that was not one of my guys, so that must be one they made that draft on their own. The new coach. I think I looked it up who's coaching the Panthers. I can maybe look it up after this. Someone remind me. I don't remember who's coaching the Panthers, but I'm sure I looked it up at some point in time. Ooh, and Quinn Ewers misses Sanders. We got an injury. Either that or he's doing the gritty.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 10.
Big news, SK Money. Season tickets.
Back to throw. Smith-Njigba with a grab.
And there's Jackson Smith-Njigba. So 3rd and 4. We're going to go with the cover 2 and see if this defense can come up with a stop. Playoff game. First playoff game here in Madden 25. And Alec Pierce is open. So they've moved Pierce up in the lineup. We couldn't really get Pierce used as much. I'm going to sub out. But I'm guessing that Adam Thielen probably retired because I don't see him out there. So they're able to move Alec Pierce into the lineup. And down goes Quinn Ewers. I have a post up on Reddit. It's kind of interesting. Getting some pushback from people. But in Madden, playing the goal line offense is very tough. They don't block very well, and that's an example right there where Quinn Ewers just got lit up. They're going to hand it off to Jonathan Brooks. I think that might be one of his first carries of the game. When we had him, we were rushing for over 1,200, 1,500 yards with the man. Push him back even more.
The big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that,
back on the ground game and nothing happening for Jonathan Brooks.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and we had pretty good coverage right there, but Jackson Smith and Jigba somehow was able to bring that one in despite our excellent coverage.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches.
Wild card touch, and there you see the new Panthers coach.
Tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You got a lot to handle in this one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
So 2 opening drive touchdowns here in Wild Card Weekend.
25, just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it, or you can charge your
They're talking about our seeding right now.
But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday.
Back to Rachaad White. Ooh, he should have been stopped for a loss of yards, but man, Rachaad White only got 7 yards though. It seems like he usually would have more. A hard-fought 7 yards, I guess. Play fake here. And Baker just gets it away to SK Money's favorite, Emeka Egbuka.
His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Someone sharp in this game.
So there you go. Emeka Egbuka and Mike Evans having 2 big moments in the first quarter. Baker back to pass again, flushed out, and there is Egbuka with nobody around him. Hits the juke to the inside. Go ahead and hit that flex, Emeka Egbuka. I don't know, SK Money, maybe he's here with his buddy Joseph at the Bank of America up in the playoff tickets, hard to come by, probably up in the 300 section. This would be Carolina's first playoff game, their first playoff game since Super Bowl 50, because we coached them those 2 years and they weren't even close to the playoffs, although they're kind of riding the roster that we put together. Maybe they had been a little more patient. There's Bucky Irving. Maybe if front office would have been a little more patient. But they can't be angry with a 13-4 season because they're hosting us. There's some more scores at the bottom. So Eagles take down the Bears. And they're going to give Rachaad White the touchdown. Controversial, maybe. Did he break the plane? They said he did. So we've had 3 drives, 3 touchdowns in this game with the new sliders. And I honestly didn't adjust anything offensively on my end. The only thing I upped, really, and mostly was for the computer, but I upped the pass coverage into the 70s. But the only thing I really changed was I bumped the accuracy up 5 points for computer and down 5 points or up 5 points for human, down 5 points for computer, and I pushed the interceptions up and the fumbling up. And other than that, I jacked the pass coverage up. But we're getting quite a different game than what we had with the Cleveland Browns, which is good. There's Jackson Smith and Jigba. Well, 31 yards, a touchdown.
On the quarterback.
142. That's the other thing with that Browns game. And I think it's because I was looking at the records. But, again, it was a 2-win Brown team. We were a 10-win Bucks team. And they had like 400 yards of total offense. And we had 100 or something. And I know we had injured players. But we didn't have injured players on defense. There was no reason that rookie quarterback should have dominated us. And we're getting dominated again in the passing game. But we're going to put that one to rest. We served our 1-game suspension against Carolina, and we're here back-to-back games against the Panthers. We got to figure out a way to stop Quinn Ewers right now. Get to the divisional round. Ewers out of the pocket. Should have thrown it away. Stays on his feet and ends up losing a whole bunch of more yards as Braswell brings him down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent.
Ewers had a chance to throw it away or do something with it, but he ended up losing a whole bunch of more yards. Ooh, Jonathan Brooks. That should have been a big stop back there. So 3rd and 16, do they lawyer ball it again and try to run it and play the field position game? Or are they going to throw it here? Let's see. What are they going to dial up? They are going to throw it, and, well, it ended up costing them. We got 3 sacks, and again, the sacks for computer at 50, or I should say the pass blocking is at 50 for the computer.
Here's Corey Bajorquez now.
Ours is up a lot more. For whatever reason, I feel like we weren't holding blocks, and maybe our O-line stinks, but I don't know. We got guys in the 80s, though, but we're getting these sacks that we weren't getting a couple of weeks ago, which is good. Rachaad White, got to figure out a way to get him going, but maybe it's good that we're winning and not having to use him yet because he is coming off of 2 injuries this season. Maybe we can just rely on him in the second half. If we don't, we had an open man. Again, you see our pass blocking is up to 65 on the slider, so 15 points higher, and we still got drilled back there. But yeah, maybe it's good that we don't use Rachaad White really to the second half when we're trying to ice the game. Keep him healthy if we got another playoff game abound. And there's Emeka Egbuka again, somewhere in the high-ups, SK Money losing his mind in the highest playoff seats about Emeka Egbuka. And there's a big run. I think Rachaad White just about doubled his yardage, maybe tripled with that one run.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
White to the outside and nearly picks up the first down. And Mayfield getting pumped. I think this is a chance we take a shot at the end zone here. I don't know. If that safety bites on Stowers, I think if Evans gets one-on-one and we get a bite there, I think we go for it. If not, we're going to dump it off to Godwin. Let's see what happens. If we can even have this play right out. I ended up just dumping it because Godwin was open. It looked like that Evans was going to have the one-on-one, but I couldn't use up the time because we were going to get sacked. Play fake. Baker rolling out on the run, and it's caught by Evans.
And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Baker Mayfield with some big-time throws in this first half.
Because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down.
And the Panthers, who have swept the Bucks in the season series, wondering what's happened here. To the corner to Emeka Egbuka, and he could not get turned around. Not quite the most accurate throw from Baker. Oh my goodness, this touchdown will be big time business for the Bucks. We can get this one.
Going to the air again with
Mayfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. It would have been big-time business if we had gotten the score. Instead, the game is going to flip. One-on-one coverage. We bumped up the interception sliders. Man, he was there and in front and just got beat. I mean, it was one-on-one coverage, Stowers and Fuller. And he's in front, and so a huge opportunity for the Panthers if they can respond.
They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because
yeah, they could double us up because they get the ball to begin the third quarter here, so they could double us up and we'd be in a bad situation. So what we are going to be playing here, because if we end up losing, this would be the final game of Madden 25 for the NFL side. So we're still going to do the RXFL games, which is our Fantasy Legends League that we've done for a couple of seasons now. We're going to be playing college football with the Tennessee Volunteers on NCAA 25, and we will be getting back into some WWE 2K, and we'll be getting another season of the Utah Utes on NCAA 14 in as well. So you're still going to have plenty of stuff. Just our time on Madden 25 would be coming to a close. I guess technically we'd still have one more game because we would sim the Super Bowl, which we've done the last couple of seasons. Still not getting anything from our guys. We're likely going to run this one down to the 2-minute warning. So they lined up pretty quickly, but TB Sports mascot is here, Luna the cat. Can we hold them? An interception of our own would be nice, Tampa. We're getting shredded again by the opposing team's quarterback, but nobody is there again. Like, how do you play defense in this game? But then again, Quinn Ewers, he's had a much better year than our Browns quarterback we were playing. We were getting toasted. I guess they're thinking about taking some timeouts now and try to maybe get the ball back, because the last thing we want is the Panthers to score and double up by getting the ball to begin the second half.
Second and 6.
There we go. Ooh, was that a hit after the play? Late hit?
that was well played, but that was also an example.
How's that not flagged? What do you guys think? Bit of a late hit shove after the play.
Be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Ewers steps up.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is
Guess we'll take the timeout. A frustrated Jake Delhomme. Quinn Ewers with the scramble, getting the first down. Man.
Now back to throw.
Pressure coming, and gets it away, and a touchdown for the Carolina Panthers off of the interception. Yeah, Jatavion Sanders, he was not on this team when we were coaching him. So definitely that was a new administration's pick right there. But he comes through with a playoff touchdown.
Because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old.
But we got a minute to respond with a timeout. The interception of the Panthers turn into a touchdown. They go 9 yards, 9 plays, 81 yards. Still can't figure out a way to defend the pass.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Alvin Kamara, who's played a lot in the last couple weeks with the injury to Rashad White. And Mayfield and the Buccaneers, 1 minute, 1 timeout to try to take the lead. At least getting 3 points would be something here. Oh my goodness, and we immediately get brought down. So we got to huddle up. I saw the man coming, and we were not able to get rid of the ball quick enough. Mayfield does get it away to Emeka Egbuka. And Egbuka, who's having a monstrous first half, Somewhere out there, SK Money's going nuts.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield.
Here's pressure in Mayfield.
And this one's in.
Kind of an off-target throw.
At this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example.
Mayfield's got to watch those linebacker blitz coming right through. We got a pretty heavy O-line, though, right now. Looking for Evans. Mike Evans didn't even turn around and look at that thing.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on
3rd and 10.
They want the deflections. They want the knockaways.
Mayfield tried to run it on 3rd and long, and the pocket swallowed him up. Panthers call a timeout. Are they really going to have a second-year Quinn Ewers try to get them points? I guess they're close enough to field goal range. I don't know. By the time they run this punt back, though. Yeah, your best bet at that point is a Hail Mary. And they're just going to come out and take a knee. So why'd they take a timeout? I guess to get the punt, a shot at a return. Playing like Aaron Glenn out there. Right? Come on. So it's 14-14. It is anybody's game. We've played a half. And nothing is settled between the Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. So we got to play one more 30-minute half to decide it all. And we already know that the Eagles moved on. Who was the bye? That was the Seahawks. And we know the Seahawks, the Eagles.
Jalen Hurts, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
I typically try to defend. Let's get the running game going, because we're not doing much with him. I always try to say defend the pass. Doesn't seem to do anything. Did they get rid of that in Madden 26? I don't want to have to set adjustments at every single halftime. We got to make sure we get a stop here. The only punt in the game was the one we just saw. So there he is, Quinn Ewers, the quarterback of the future, question mark, of the Panthers. The first Panthers playoff appearance since Super Bowl 50. A roster that was largely built by the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jake Delhomme. Quarterback that he drafted, the wide receivers that he traded for, the tight end that he drafted. And they are hosting a playoff game against the very team that we are now coaching. And immediately, quick dump off. Loveland, that was it. That's who we drafted. It's a unique name. How do you forget that one?
Miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs.
Look at this. Quinn Ewers changing everything up.
2nd and 3.
Oh, what a pocket. And it's intercepted.
It's going to be intercepted.
The Bucs respond with an interception of our own.
Up at the 44. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room.
Listen to the boos. I love it.
The second half, not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you.
Well, that's better. That was something we weren't doing against the Browns.
This is live, and now they've got
Picks off Jackson Smith and Jigbone. Let's get this running game going. Now we both have had an interception, a turnover in this game. Only about 2 yards for Rashad White.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because
What do we got here? A little dig route.
they won that battle.
Is it a dig? Too close for a dig, maybe. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to switch this up because Ibuka has been so good. I see this middle of the field wide open here. Well, it was momentarily, and then it got cut off. Mayfield does find Bucky Irving. If that linebacker didn't roll over, we would have been good. But Baker still got something out of it. And we don't want to have to punt on this turnover, so. And Mayfield got hit. It's very hard to step up into the pocket in this game. So 4th and 4.
But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah.
Look at this. We're lining this one up, guys.
Right back in the other direction. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to
and it's going to be against us. We tried to get him.
The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times.
Just gives us a little more room to punt.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Oh boy.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken.
Ooh, what a hit. All right, Quinn Ewers, the top draft pick of Jake Delhomme.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because
you guys see that on the screen? I accidentally hit the PlayStation home button.
Right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And nothing happening for Jonathan Brooks so far in this game. Maybe a John Gruden Super Bowl situation, playing a former team, kind of knowing the ins and outs here, able to stop that rushing attack. Oh, and Quinn Ewers gets hit with the blitz. Antoine Winfield. A couple of guys got him. And that's the 4th time Ewers has been brought down. So we had an offensive outburst, bust. I'm about to bust. In the first quarter. And a little king of the hill there. In the first quarter where we were scoring every drive. And now, and you just heard the announcer say it, a little bit of a lull. We've gotten some punts on the last couple of drives. We are winning the field position battle right now as we're going to start this one right around that Panthers logo, but only 2 yards on the ground for Bucky Irving. We did a nice job when Rachaad White was injured, but we were definitely feeling the hurt when Rachaad White was out. And Dell hits the juke with a first down. 200 yards passing for Baker Mayfield. That's why I want to keep playing with the Bucs whenever we move to Madden 26 when that sale happens, because it's just a fun team to play with. He's a fun quarterback to control. And technically, I guess I would get Baker 2 years younger, because this is season 3 of Madden 25, so Madden 26 would be a younger Baker by a little bit. Most of the same roster of the Bucs. Obviously, a couple of the rookies wouldn't be in here, but we'd have to do some of those deals again. We re-signed a lot of the big names to some contracts, but I guess we'd have to do that again in 26.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle
in field goal range, at least.
Only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll roll him out right.
No, and a Mecca Buka. And there's your first drop of the game.
And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need
I would love for Baker to roll out of the pocket, but it seems like your O-line can never hold the edge rushers in this game. Like, as soon as you try to run, your O-line just stops blocking the edge every single time. You can't roll out of the pocket. You can't roll in the pocket. Please tell me if they fix that in Madden 26. But it just seems like you cannot hold the edge rusher in this game. But either way, we will take the 3. We will take the lead on this NXT Tuesday that we are streaming with you guys. TV Sports here.
But let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won?
Oh my goodness. Thank God.
The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Carolina getting
That was almost a disaster. I mean, not with a great kick return. Still got up near the 45, but
move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing.
When you are still, again, an inexperienced quarterback when it comes to the NFL, his second season here, he's going to be making some throws like that. Something that Browns quarterback should have been doing. The Connor Weigman that caused us to rage quit. See, this feels like more like we're playing a guy that's in his second year. We're playing a Josh Allen, a Jordan Love. Sure, they should be throwing a bunch of completed passes, but when we're playing two-win Browns, Connor Weigman shouldn't be shredding our defense, which is why we rage-quitted the last game. There's Xavier Legette. Seems like they've moved him down in the lineup from when we were coaching there. We had him higher up in the lineup, along with Adam Thielen.
I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything.
Jackson Smith and Jigba on the sweep.
Get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Second down and 4. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I don't want to hear any more Panther rars. That means we're good enough. Too many first downs, Bucks. No more cat noises.
Pick up a first down.
Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So the completion good for 7.
Quinn Ewers leading him down the field right now. All kinds of reckless abandon.
Back to throw again.
Ooh, there we go. I like that.
Complete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
That's going to be a first down.
Big tight end. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one
We got Dan the Legend in the chat saying, hey, Quesadilla. We had Parker. We had SK Money earlier. We got Dan the Man.
Is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Well, there's Jonathan Brooks getting the score into the end zone.
Too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
We're pretty much just going to have to answer blow for blow here.
And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Look at this.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Where's Spencer? What does what we turned up in the sliders make kick returning better too?
Tampa Bay offense set to go again.
I feel like that's something we were not doing easily, and all of a sudden we've had a couple of good returns in this game, which is kind of common for what's been happening in real life with these kick returns. Come on, White, and we're going to get a flag. I think that's going to be our first holding call of the game.
They'll be going for 6.
Yep. One of our young receivers getting called there.
Get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
And that was a disaster. Maybe Baker, we should have aborted that one. Because before the ball could even think about being handed off, yeah, Rachaad White was getting drilled in the backfield.
Mayfield to throw it.
trying to kind of dump it off and get a lot of those yards back, but now it's 3rd and 22. We're going to go 4 verticals here. I don't think we're getting in field goal range. Say maybe you got Chris Godwin, but I mean, we're just kind of looking down the field here at this point. And we could not float it high enough for Ibuka. And we got to punt this one away. So that was not an ideal drive that we just had right there. Probably should have put a little more into that. I was trying not to get into the end zone, but it ended up being an awful punt.
One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup.
Whew, all right, guys.
After this break, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's the 4th quarter, and for the Panthers, they put us in a world of hurt if they go down and score right now. That's the bottom line. We got to figure out a way to stop them.
Football as well as we begin quarter number 4. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game.
And, well, that was the exact opposite of what we wanted to do.
Well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Great start to the 2nd quarter, better than 30 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the
One-on-one, tight man coverage, and just got beat. Bottom line.
So from Buccaneer territory now,
Pretty evenly matched for our yards, and we could be seeing the season expire here in what was an excellent opening couple of drives for the Bucs. Second half here, we have been stifled by the Panthers. The running game has not gotten going.
So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out?
There we go. At least we're stopping the run, which is kind of what we've been doing all year. I don't think we've had any good running attacks against us. It's just been the passing game. The running attacks have not been good for CPU, but they're destroying us passing the game. They're going to go 5 wide.
they'll look to throw. It's a short
Okay, we at least hold them to a field goal. No, they're going to go for it. Okay. We're going to go cover 2 man. I was contemplating the blitz. They are going to go for it on 4th down. This is
They'll set up a throw.
a hit, and it's picked off.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And you know what? We ended up losing a whole bunch of yards off of that interception. That's Smith's 2nd pick, right? Isn't that the 2nd time? We ended up losing a whole lot of yards after the interception, but I'd rather take the interception than take the chance of the ball getting past the man and going for a touchdown. So the 2nd interception of the game for Quinn Ewers, and a chance for us once again to take the lead. There we go. There's the Rachaad White we know. You can see he's still feeling it a little bit. Is he injured? No, he's getting up a little slow. He's telling us he's good, telling the coaching staff, I'm good. Keep me in, but Bucky Irving's going to come in. And Bucky Irving's going to get a good opening and pick up the 1st down.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Can we get a playoff win here in Madden 25 when it's all said and done? After 2 years of missing the playoffs, some bad years, and it's picked off. And it's only the 2nd interception for Baker game. Penalty's going to be declined, and that is a killer. They're not going to show us the replay. I was waiting for Mike Evans. He was supposed to cut back across the field. And I guess it was just, it was a bang-bang play. When the ball's getting thrown here, it's an anticipation of Mike Evans cutting straight across the field. I guess poor positioning by Baker, but now we got a couple of interceptions. And man, that could be the killer for the Bucs. Ooh, but well, as soon as I say that, another sack. Quinn Ewers
back at the 39-yard
I'm sacked a couple of times in this game.
Mac Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Up the middle with Brooks here. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well.
Here we go, big 3rd down. They will go for like kind of a screen. And now if I'm the Panthers, I'm saying take the field goal. Make it a touchdown on us, and they are. And I just said that because I didn't want them to go for it. So again, we just saw a whole bunch of defense in the second half compared to what we got in the first half. Oh, they got rid of Joey Sly. And they got Jameis Winston, it looks like, is the backup holding the ball there. So it's a 7-point game still. And Tampa Bay has got another shot at it. 5 minutes to go, our first playoff game. I can't remember 2 years missing the playoffs. It's been a while. I guess I got to go back to the years when I was doing the Lions on Madden 12. Well, we got to have this drive. This is it. This is pretty much do or die right here for Tampa Bay. And Smith and Mecca Ibuka, the route was supposed to be similar to the Mike Evans, kind of a slant across the field, and he drifted back. And that resulted in almost an interception. So right now, Baker and the receivers are out of sync right now, because he was not supposed to drift that far back. And there is Chris Godwin. First catch of the game, I want to say, for Godwin. First or second catch. He hadn't had many of them. Where's SK Money at? Because we're getting down to it. And nothing for White. They have definitely held both running backs, Rashad White and Jonathan Brooks, under Coach Jake Delhomme. Had monstrous years, over 1,000 yards all 3 years, with both running backs have been held in check in this ball game. And again, can't roll out of the pocket without your offensive line not holding the edge rusher, which is extremely frustrating, because I'm not even able to scramble around with Baker, which you saw the amazing scramble he had in real life last week against the 49ers, which you seemingly can't replicate in this game. Wide open is Godwin, shakes off the defender. And now, as we're getting close, obviously, yes, we have to get the touchdown, but we got to focus. That somehow stopped the clock. Did he really go out of bounds on that? We got to focus on maybe not letting the Panthers have a bunch of time on the clock. We adjusted the... We adjusted the sliders for more fumbles, and we just got burned right there. We said going into this one we hadn't had a lot of fumbles. We bumped up the fumble slider, the ball protection slider, and we just got burned. A third turnover for the Buccaneers. Do we dare challenge? They don't even let us challenge. The replay controls reviews in this situation. It gets because it's a turnover, so it's a clean play. That's going to be the story here. The 3 turnovers for the Buccaneers, and ending the game possibly on a 3-game losing streak, losing to the Browns, and a 3-game sweep by the team that fired Coach Jake Delhomme. But before we start riding down the river just yet, we got a shot here. If we can get a stop, we got a chance to get this one back. And if you guys remember our couple of streams, the 49ers stream we had where Spencer was the offensive coordinator, our Falcons stream, we had some crazy come from behind games. where we were winning at the end, and the Bucs defense is going to hold. So again, this is feeling more authentic. It's still a fight, but we're not getting shredded like we were against the Browns, which was ridiculous. So once again, I've said this, I think, the last 3 or 4 drives. The chance for the Bucs right here. 7 points. Need a touchdown for overtime. This is the ball game. We've had a million chances at this. Palmer.
And obviously points are a must here as they begin 1st and 10.
I'm kind of locking in right now.
On the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
We're watching the clock.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Quick one to Evans. And Evans drops it, which that was one of the reasons we bumped up wide receiver catching is because of all the drops Mike Evans had. Maybe he just has a problem with drops. Because even bumping, catching up to whatever we have at 65 is not helping. Mayfield. Nearly intercepted. And it comes down to 4th and 3.
Instead, it's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down.
And it was completely off target for Chris Godwin.
And they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty.
A Mike Evans drop, a poorly run route on 3rd down,
So the failure to convert
and an off-target pass from Baker Mayfield, and the Bucs, who have had
and the timeouts.
countless opportunities in this game, still have time, still have timeouts, still have a 2-minute warning. But definitely a lot to be desired on his last couple of drives. But this defense keeps playing tough like they have been against Quinn Ewers. I don't know if this is field goal range. And if we get 1 or 2 sacks here, they are going to run it with Ewers. Ooh, and Ewers takes a vicious shot. Delhomme does call a timeout here.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run.
And Jonathan Brooks with his best run of the day.
And finally down he goes.
And that, you just saw Delp on the sideline. I think that just ended the Buccaneers' playoff chances here, as it looks like we are going to go one and done here in the postseason. First playoff loss in a while, because with the Broncos, we had just been going to the Super Bowl. I mean, we need to just let them score at this point. Is 2 touchdowns a possibility to come back from? I'm going to go cover 9 to see if they'll just score. The Dolphins, I think, was the last time we were losing playoff games. And Brooks purposely not going into the end zone here. So it's 3rd and goal. We stop them. They take 40 off the clock. They kick a field goal. And that all of a sudden makes it where we just have to go down, get a field goal, and then get a touchdown. And it doesn't matter. Brooks pushed it into the end zone. They burned all our timeouts. And the Carolina Panthers team that we put together. This is how Tony Dungy felt when John Gruden was winning the Super Bowl in Tampa. I say that with love. I love John Gruden as a coach. His videos, the Gruden videos, going all in depth. I know he had his email controversy, but heck of a head coach.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Mayfield,
where do you fall out on the email controversy? Was the man spied on? Should he have said what he said? Let us see what he said. The Family Feud. All right. We got to get 2 touchdowns, no timeouts, so let's see what happens here. Season is basically toast at this point, and Baker gets sacked. So we ended up having a bunch of sacks in this game.
multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Here's Baker.
Well, we had 2 excellent opening drive touchdowns, and then this game just completely fell apart offensively for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And and it's...
And that should do it. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six.
Well, there it is, guys.
This has just really been a solid second.
Yeah, this was a there can be no frustrations in this one as far as feeling like we were unfairly played against for the other team's offense. I felt like it was a pretty fair defense versus offense on our end, which I didn't feel like we were getting in that Browns game. But we just got killed offensively, and for Coach Jake Delhomme, obviously for the Bucs, they get into the playoffs. But these are big questions as well because he's still a young coach, 3rd year, getting to the playoffs, but to get stomped like this, and this is a team against the Panthers, you know, we're going to go 0-3 against the Panthers this year, which is not what you want to do. 3 times we went up against the Panthers, 3 times they're going to get us after we got let go from them.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage.
And they were the ones that ended our undefeated streak. There goes Godwin. Hurry up offense here from the Buccaneers, just trying to do anything at this point. Baker going deep to Palmer, who almost had it for a touchdown.
They were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Jake Delhomme still dialing him up, even with the time. I mean, the pick 6 was definitely the... Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me right now? People are going to look at this score and think we got absolutely blown out when it was a 7-point game for most of the 4th quarter. Where's SK Money? I bet he is storming out of the stadium right now.
Carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly.
It was a 7-point game for a majority of the 4th quarter.
Now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
I think at this point we just run it and get out of this game before it gets even worse. Turnovers absolutely killed Tampa Bay on this day, and we're going to look at the score and think that Jake Delhomme's first playoff appearance was a complete blowout. It was not until it just got away at the end. They still want us to throw the ball. We are not going to be doing that. We are going to run the ball with Rachaad White and call this a day and get ready for Madden 26. So it's going to feel strange a little bit not having NFL content for a while on the channel. Maybe if it ends up being a long time before we get the big sale of Madden 26, we can go play an old Detroit Lions season or something on Madden 12 or something fun. We'll see if it ends up being a long time. Or if they never put the game on sale, we'll just come back to Madden 25. But the Panthers, Quinn Ewers gets the first win. The Panthers get their first playoff win in over 10 years. First playoff game in 10 years. And the Buccaneers, who bring in Coach Jake Delhomme, another disappointment here. As you're going to have guys that are going to be aging here. Baker is an aging veteran. Still in his prime, but he is aging with each year. Mike Evans, aging. See, that's more accurate. Like I said, I didn't feel like I was fighting upstream against the offense like I was against the Browns, which was ridiculous. That was a fair representation. We just got beat there in the second half. Pretty even all the way around. Only 63%, which is about, per normal. Nothing much for either White or Brooks. Almost exactly the same stats, only average 3 yards. Smith and Jigba, again, these were guys that we drafted. Colston Loveland, that's his name. We drafted him. We traded for him. And they beat us with their own guys. So maybe I found some better sliders. I don't know. But, yeah, that fourth quarter... Got away from us there. It was a 7-point game for the fourth quarter. Again, we were rolling down the field, and then in the second half, we did not do anything. So let's, I guess, find out what the Super Bowl is, and then we'll try to find some time. We'll do a Super Bowl stream, which will be a computer versus computer battle, if you guys want to see that here. So I guess you got a little more NFL content coming. I wish we can play the Pro Bowl in this game, but they don't give it to us. Any big news to look at? Nothing too exciting here. We said we were going to look at... Can we look at the coaching here? How do we look at... Can we look at coaches? Who's the Panthers coach? Is this the only way? It's got to be as better. Well, I think we did look that up, and he says he's got one Super Bowl. Was it as a coordinator? Do they count that? Because he wouldn't have been a coach. That's not a real guy, right? Jay Wells, coach. There's a Jay Wells that's actually a coach. I don't know. Someone will have to let me know. Do you get Super Bowls for being a coordinator? Because he was not the coach. Who's been our Super Bowl champions? The Eagles and the Packers. And he would not have been the coach of either of those. So someone will have to let me know. But I'm sure we've looked that up before. Tell you what, we will sim through. There's some stats. I'll say we kind of can do a stats episode, but if you guys want me to do that, let me know in the comments. But White ended up finishing tops. Look at all those 4,000-yard passers. Get out of here. Nico Iamala. We are going to advance to the Super Bowl. Sim to the Super Bowl. We'll look at the scores. And then we'll do a Super Bowl stream at some point this week. And let's see who our Super Bowl. It's a Colts-Eagles Super Bowl. So there you go. So the Eagles, who were in the Super Bowl 2 years ago, playing the Texans in this game, and the Indianapolis Colts going back to the Super Bowl for the first time in, gosh, since 20 years maybe? They were, what was that, Super Bowl 44 was their last one? There's some of the awards right here. As you can see, Joseph Wells was his name. Coach of the Year. He must have been a coordinator somewhere. The Panthers obviously got beat somewhere. Nico Iamaleala. Funny enough, in real life, he transferred. You guys know the story. Transferred to UCLA. In our game, we're playing with the Tennessee Vols. He left our team after 1 year like he did in real life and went to Stanford. And that was like a year before he did that in the real world. So the virtual world had that one right. So you're seeing some of the other big names. Jalen Hurts, MVP, possibly. So let's look at some scores. And is it Anthony Richardson? It's the quarterback of the Colts in this game, which would be crazy compared to what's happened in real life with Anthony Richardson. So we'll look at the playoff schedule here in the wild card. There you can see pretty much close games except for ours, which looks like a blowout. Cincinnati beat the Bills. Philly over the Bears. Miami beat Tennessee. They were a Super Bowl team, and Green Bay lost to Dallas. In the divisional, Colts beat Miami. Seattle. So Bryce Young getting the win over the Cowboys. Patrick Mahomes, who I've never seen in a Super Bowl. In Madden 20, we played for like 15 years. Mahomes never got to a Super Bowl. And in 3 years here, Mahomes never got into a Super Bowl. So in Madden world, Chiefs just aren't getting it done. And the Panthers lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. And then the conference championship game, it was the Colts beating Kansas City and Seattle barely losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. As Bryce Young had a career season after getting traded. So pretty much The two teams that we had done some trades with. So let's see. Is it Anthony? It is. Wow. So Anthony Richardson, just, I mean, embarrassing numbers compared to Patrick Mahomes. So it's going to be Anthony Richardson and Jalen Hurts in the Super Bowl. The Colts going for their first Super Bowl since Peyton Manning. And the Eagles going for Super Bowl number 3, 4? Because they've won 2 in real life. One with Hurts, one with Nick Foles. Right? Hurts has only won the one, right? And then he won in this game. I guess we can just look. We can look at the history. Not the record book. How do you look at the past? Well, anyway, I want to see what Anthony Richardson did this year before we wrap this stream up, and we'll do the look at that. Those are great numbers. Anthony Richardson. That is not what they got out of the man in real life. Virtual Colts fans wishing that's what they got, but they're pretty happy with Daniel Jones right now. Oh, I guess could I have just gone to coach stats and seen who the coach was? That would have been one way to do it. But you can't look at their history, so I don't know where the man came from, but apparently he's got a Super Bowl to his name. And then I don't know how to look at past seasons unless you don't do that on this screen. Oh, league history. So there is the ones the Eagles won. Oops. With Hurts. And then they lost. Okay. So I guess we're not counting the one they won in real life against the Chiefs because it didn't happen yet. So technically the Eagles just going for their 3rd Super Bowl. And the Colts would be going for their first Super Bowl since this game right here. 2006 was their last Super Bowl win because they lost the one to the Saints. I said Super Bowl 44 before. But Super Bowl 41 against the Bears. And that was 2006. So 2016 is 10 years. So 20 years to the day of the Colts' last Super Bowl win. It's going to be Anthony Richardson and Jalen Hurts. Colts, Eagles, Super Bowl. We will stream it for you. Computer versus computer. Are the Eagles going to win number 3 or are the Colts going to get their first win in 20 years? Come back to TV Sports as we wrap up our time on Madden 25. Bye, everybody.